So we're on the shuttle to the park, and we're riding with these
Croatian, Romanian, whatever.
Curse! Can't curse! So where are you from, man?
I'm from Serbia.
Serbia?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you just over visiting for the summer or what?
Yeah, so we're here for summer.
Oh, that's cool.
4 months.
Helicopter or bus?
The driver's like, it's not the height that bothered me. I just wish I had to drink all that cough syrup this morning. Well, this is going to cover the last couple of days. We camped in McKinley RV Park right near Denali National Park, and we took the death-defying bus ride in. We took the 8-hour bus ride. Definitely, they had like a 4, a 6.5, an 8, and a 12, and I definitely think the 12 would have put us over the edge.
Quite literally.
Yeah, it's obvious now. I wondered why they wouldn't let you drive your own personal vehicle but 15 miles in when the road actually goes 90 miles in. But the truth of the matter is, it's a single-lane winding mountain road that hugs some ridges, you know, and that's why they have trained bus drivers to take you in on those, and it was actually pretty scary at times. I'm surprised they haven't lost more buses over the edge.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful there, and one of the most significant things I thought is the tree line here actually gives out at about 3,500 feet, and it's like tundra, whereas back in Colorado you got to hit up like 10,000 feet before all the trees go away. So it makes you think that you're at a much higher altitude than you are. The park is beautiful, but I still think the mountains of southern Canada there, and Jasper and Banff National Park, still, you know, are my favorites so far.
Yeah, they definitely beat it.
And we've seen more. We saw, you saw on the slides the wildlife we saw inside the park, but we saw far more wildlife on our own just driving across the Alcan.
It almost seems like the ride from the park down to Wasilla was better than the ride inside the park.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that is an absolute beautiful ride. I would say my favorite so far has been Jasper and the ride through Jasper and Banff, and this was definitely my second favorite so far. When you head south on Highway 3, the Parks Highway, from Denali National Park, it is absolutely beautiful. We crossed a gorge, Hurricane Gorge. It was just unbelievable. The deep one with all the trees down in the bottom, just absolutely wonderful. And it was a great ride all the way down, even though it's a 2-lane road, all the way down through Wasilla. Sarah wasn't home. We tried, but so then we headed on down to Anchorage, and we stayed here we're here on Elmendorf Air Force Base right now, trying not to get eaten by mosquitoes.
And you saw on the show how we're kind of poking a little bit at the hired staff, that they have thousands of kids come in. And I asked, and it is thousands of kids come in from around the world, and they're from all over the place. Croatia, Bulgaria. Bulgarian drivers seem to be the worst. And they kind of, the
Serbia.
dude this morning, I don't know if you can notice, but in that first clip when they take off to the left, I actually fell out of the seat a little bit when we turned, and that's when we realized that a 15-passenger van can do 120 miles per hour down the road, and we think we had about 16 people in it.
Yeah,
I was nuts.
I was actually surprised though at all the free shuttles. I mean, you can camp and you don't even have to use your vehicle to get to the park entrance. Just jump in a van and they'll take you to another drop-off point, pick you up in another van, and they run all day and all night.
So the three places we I would highly recommend if you're going to Denali area. One was the McKinley RV Park we were at.
Yeah.
2 would be the 49th State Bar.
49th State Brewing Company.
Yeah, it was awesome. Absolutely. The burgers were the size of, you saw the burgers in the video before. We went back and the service was always great. We had a few beers there. It was great. And then also you saw a picture of the salmon bake. And the food there was just awesome. The halibut was some of the best I've ever had.
Yeah, there was fish, halibut, and chips, and it was really, really great with the malt vinegar.
And the atmosphere there is awesome. It just seems like this whole area, that whole area, it kind of seems like it's kind of like a big base camp.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Everyone's having a good time.
It is. Can't say. You know, the RV park there, they had a 24-hour store,
Yep.
So we really didn't do any cooking there. I don't know. It's one of the. I guess it's one of the phenomenons on this trip. It's like I've noticed we've begun to eat like snakes. You know, we will get up, we'd try sometimes cooking bacon, eggs, or whatever, but we'd get on the road, have coffee or something, and we'd just get enthused with the trip, and the next thing you know, it's 4 in the afternoon, and we really haven't even eaten, and then we'll find a place and we'll eat like wolves.
Yeah.
And
because today we ate at like 2 o'clock. We ate at Talkeetna, and we had some pizza there at our calzone. Really good food. Talkeetna is an awesome place. You got to check that out. It's about 14 miles off the highway between the park and Wasilla. Yeah. And
very
cool
touristy little town. It was one of those things that I wanted to see. Because one of my favorite movies, kids' movies, is Snow Dogs, and Talkeetna is one of the towns that they flew into. Of course, the town is not as remote. It does have its unique characters there that I saw, but it's not as remote, not as small as it's portrayed in the movie.
And then the food we had there about 2 o'clock, and then we just finished dinner, and it's midnight right now here, believe it or not.
And you can see the light behind us.
Yeah.
I've totally forgotten about using flashlights. I brought extra flashlights, and we just haven't even begun to use them. It never really gets so dark you can't see.
Yeah.
And the eye shade Great idea. I actually used a wool cap last night to block out the sun.
Just one, if you've never used a sunshade, as I never had either, when you wake up and it's still dark, you might think you're dead, like I did for a while, and then realize you're not. So just be careful with those things. But awesome trip so far. Equipment-wise, my other set of gloves are now gone too. My thumb popped through. So tomorrow we're heading into a motorcycle place. I'll hopefully find a set of gloves to replace the 2 failing sets now, and I can chuck the other junky ones. So other than that, equipment-wise, you're getting your bike fixed tomorrow, and
Yeah, I blew a fork seal, which I don't know if it was fault of the highway or not. I'm now at 4,700 and something miles since leaving Colorado Springs, and I can't say enough about our bikes. The Suzuki V-Strom and the Honda Goldwing, they performed absolutely flawlessly. No problems whatsoever with either of the any of the bikes.
we're probably boring these people, so
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and kill it. All right, have a good night. Well, I don't know. Tomorrow is just kind of fixed bikes day, so we probably won't have much. I'll try to make video if I can. If I can't, we'll just. My goal is to get some bears eating salmon. We'll see what happens though. Talk to you later.